Alright guys, Bill, I'm here back with more Far Cry 5. It is the next day, nighttime. We're gonna continue on. I don't know why the fuck I left myself here. Oh, because I was being chased, right? Like I wanted to end and yeah, like I tried to land and end up being chased. How the fuck do I land? Well, I don't know where the next mission is. If I remember right, yeah, both of these are more like general missions.
Here is Serena Foster. Serena, how are you?
I'm doing great, Rob. This is the most excited I've been.
Yeah, let's see the RJP.
The premiere episode of this season of Big Brother. Love Singbot.
Okay, oh good. I didn't know you were a big Singbot person.
Of course, I love the good ropes.
Okay, alright. And Serena, what a great shirt you have tonight on the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I think I have the same one.
I didn't know, but my mom got me this, so, you know, you and my mom have similar tastes.
Okay, that's what every guy wants to hear. Alright, so we got a lot to get to here tonight. Happy to have you here with us. Got a question thread up on Twitter if you want your questions in the show for tonight.
Where do I find them
at?
at?
Of some unusual circumstances going on in the worlds of Big Brother here over these last 20 hours or so. If anybody wants a live feed update, we don't need Karen here to tell you. There's been no update. There's been no feeds. Brett, how many hours are we at right now without any word from the Big Brother house?
We are at 18 hours and counting at the moment that the feeds have been down. And I have to say that, you know, when the feeds were down for about 7, 8, 9 hours, like especially, you know, in the middle of the night, I was not concerned. I thought, you know, maybe they're just leaving them off for the night. If they had a wall yeller, which they've had recently, I thought that that would be, you know, par for the course for this season. However, when the feeds didn't come back on in the morning,
let's just flash all
I
back
was
here.
more concerned. And now that the feeds haven't come back on through the afternoon, and it's now, what, 6:30 Big Brother time, the feeds still aren't on. Something is awry, and I'm concerned.
Well, we will not spoil the live feeds other than to say, hey, the live feeds are not on. So normally we would do a live feed update later on in the show, but here tonight,
Are there any missions
what
around
we should
here?
do is, let's talk about this situation. What could the possible reasons be? What should we be expecting? And then we'll talk about what's going on with the episode. So I worked it out too. I have at least 5 different possible theories of what's going on. I'd like to talk those through and talk about whether or not this is a possible. Are we buying that this could be it? Serena, I want to start with theory number 1. Tech issues.
Use this downtime.
No.
It's not working. They're not with the live feeds that they have gone.
Yeah, so okay, what am I doing right now? I really don't know what I'm doing.
Industrial revolution happening in LA right now where they've got big magnets that cancel out all of the electronics.
Or like Breaking Bad, you think that the wall yellers might have got a giant electromagnet and are outside the house trying to erase all the footage.
Yeah, I don't really believe in the wall yellers that much. I don't think it's that capable. Not yet.
That's what I should do.
Like, you don't believe the wall
I'll
yellers.
get there.
This is a conspiracy theory. Praise the wall yellers. Thank you for the drama this season.
Okay, alright, so tech issue, okay, probably not. Probably unlikely.
Has that ever happened? Like, have we ever had that confirmed in
Yeah, so today, so I didn't record this morning. A lot of that was because I did go ahead and record both my Australian Outback review and my Hitman retrospective. So got both those done. Record both those. Took a decent amount of time, not a ridiculous long time, but like still a decent amount of time. To where like by the time I was finished, it was like 2 o'clock. So I was like, I don't feel like recording any Far Cry or anything.
There's no reason to believe that any of the house guests would have had any sort of a positive test for COVID. We did see earlier this year when Big Brother Canada 8 ended up having a lot of problems on the other side of the production in terms of the people behind the scenes. Is it possible that we could be dealing with a COVID issue?
That is certainly within the realm of possibility. I would
Hey, Robin?
to think that it is not what is happening. Maybe I think I just don't want to confront that possibility because after what happened on Big Brother Canada 8. But I have to think that the world is crazy enough. Look, 2020 just all around sucks. So this would just be par for the course, honestly, if something happened with the health of the house guests or with production.
Again, I think it's very unlikely that it would, and this is, you know, the rampant speculation part of the show, but it seems very unlikely that anything in the house would be having an issue.
It is
but
not for us to
is it
judge.
possible that
Deliver them
the
onto the water.
production is dealing with
Cleansing
an
begins
issue
tonight.
in terms of people that work?
So I guess that those are missions then. Those marks there. Because I wasn't sure if those were missions or those were just like was it like a forts or whatever they call them in this game. No, I think this is an actual mission.
Wouldn't take much for something to go awry in the light of God. So again, I would like to think so. I would like to go with
we're not in game?
number 3, 4, and 5 of your
Okay, well, Jenny or Renee, any thoughts on could there be a issue with COVID?
I always see an issue with COVID.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say. I have to think that they've got people that can come run the feed if someone gets sick, but I understand that, you know, certain precautions, like Brent was saying, with like the certain crews and the bubbles that they're in, that it might be more complicated than, you know, Skippy is sick.
Yeah, so this must be a cleansing. I know there's a mission called cleansing, so. But yeah, so was able to record both those videos. The Australian Outback one ended up being like an hour and 13. The Hitman one ended up being like 47 minutes, which I was lower than I was hoping, but whatever. Then I said tonight I was going to work on my Big Brother review, and I did, but not as much as I would have liked. I mean, I really would have liked to get pretty much caught up. And
I love Spoiler Girl, but I think that she's not always right.
Well, she definitely is, and so that's why, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But she apparently, you know, got in touch with her contact. She's been busy with the soaps. So that's always her thing. She's like, oh, I'm distracted by the soap operas.
Yes.
As one often, you know, gets distracted by the Bold and Beautiful. She said that, yeah, probably going better at this point. Yeah, she said that no one has tested positive, and that's all she can say.
Okay.
So
all right, well, good.
always
good.
leaving us looking for more. But apparently, according to Spoiler Girl 1,
scintillating.
no one...
Where can you get this sort of news, Jenny? I tell you. I ask.
Okay. All right, good. Well,
yeah, so what was I talking about?
Okay.
I hope that
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yeah, so really I only got 1 week done. Essentially what happened is I kind of got distracted around the time that I would normally start working on that sort of stuff. Like where, so the Royal Rumble from RGP, the first one was a lot of fun, and I hadn't watched the second one yet, so I watched the reactions to that today. Like Puya did a live stream where he streamed their reaction, like him and a few other people's reactions to it. So I watched that, and that was fun. But that took up a good hour. And I was able to work on the review for about 45 minutes before Big Brother actually came on. So Big Brother was on today. Obviously watched that, took notes. And about by 9:20 or so, I finished writing about week 4. Because I had already written about weeks 1 through 3, so I wrote week 4. I did also get images for the last few weeks, but I finished week 4, which took a while, and I was like, I really don't want to do anymore. So I said, you know what, let's just play some Far Cry instead. I really don't feel like working more on it, so yeah. Decided to play some Far Cry at 9:20, and I didn't get around to starting this until around 10, so that happened. Again, I just got distracted with other shit. But yeah,
I think she would just try enough to leave the situation.
oh,
So, I mean, there.
If things are getting potentially violent, you shouldn't
stay with me.
Yeah, right? I'm with you on that
All
one.
this
Yeah,
trouble just to
especially-
lose
I'm just
again.
gonna say
I
it.
knew it. Even though I think I knew it.
Yeah.
That's certainly a possibility. Okay, that who knows? My fourth theory is because Wall Yeller happened. Jenny, are we being punished? Did Big Brother say, you know what? No live feeds now.
Yeah, give me nothing to yell about. I mean, it's possible. I don't really know at this point, and even if this
Ah, fuck.
is what
That was like completely misguided by me. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to do that.
What is the result?
Um,
If you're telling Davon she's like the veto has happened.
Yeah, so as I said, I finished week 4.
What
Of the script, didn't really do much. Really, I think my goal would be to have the Big Brother stuff
finding out that Nicole
up to date by
voted out
Friday.
at this point.
We'll
So,
see
that
if I'll do it, but that is the, at least
you think that
right off the bat, that is the
anything that's
plan.
punishing us, that maybe they're just focusing their manpower or human power on better security or to somehow thwart these like
I just feel like number one, this all-star season.
Oh wait, that's an ally. Why can't we shoot our allies in this game? I really wish that wasn't a thing. Ah, fuck.
I was totally laughing about it. I was like, I'm on record. I'm on the LSC roundtable saying, like, I was pro Wall Yeller for the first week of the season at that point. Spoiler alert, it hasn't changed. I never thought that it would become a thing. I just thought it was like, well, we always get one a season. There's always some Wall Yeller, some part of the season, and every season of Big Brother. And, it's their own damn fault where they put the goddamn house. They put it right there next to the highway, and people drive fast all the time. If they don't want Wall Yellers, they're gonna have to do something about it.
Yelling from the highway.
I mean, across the highway. It's within earshot. If that was someone with a megaphone, he'd get a message across to the house guest. And if they don't want that, they're gonna have to do something, put some money into the house and move it. But that is still not the theory that I have.
Serena, are you buying that we're punished?
I feel punished, certainly. I don't think I personally did anything wrong, but I really did enjoy the first Wall Yeller, like Brett said. I was bored, and that's not my fault. And the fact that Wall Yellers keep showing up is also not my fault. And so, CBS, get it together.
Oh, fuck off.
Line of security guards, care what you gotta do. See the car, here we go. I should be punished.
Yeah, what other shows are taping right now? Get some security people out
Oh,
there.
Yeah. Brett, maybe Big Brother should be like The Price is Right, where there's like an audience of people that just yell things out constantly. Who should I put up on a block? Like, no.
That's the thing. I'm totally with you. Kat from last season tweeted out that she's totally in favor of Wall Yellers 24/7 all the time because then it would be on the house guests to determine who's telling the truth and who's not. Like if you had fans, you literally have a walkway where fans can walk past and yell stuff right into the backyard. They don't even need a microphone or a megaphone. They can just do whatever they want. I'm totally in favor of this.
That's fucking dumb.
I'd like to see one
But there's still
season
others that need
where
our help.
people
Cult's
just
moving the rest of the prisoners up the
there's
road.
literally no
They got
secret that you
more,
can
too.
keep because
Time's wasted.
somebody's going to
Grab what you
expose it
can
right away. I
and
think
go
that would
save
be
'em.
That's fucking dumb.
This
Like,
reminds me of like the sequester mini round with the secrets where you're like trying to strategize and there's just like random rumors being shouted and it's very distracting and like some of them
fuck
are
off, they're still enemies.
Yes, Jenny thinks she's running the game.
yeah, exactly.
What?
Like they could just have that going all the time and it's up to the players to discern what could be real and what's fake.
But yeah, that's really most of my day. I really kind of just relax, really, for a good chunk of it.
Theory number 5. Okay, theory number 5. Okay.
After recording those videos, I'm talking about.
The house guest or the neighbor twist has begun. And they are doing something in terms of the neighbor.
That was one of my theories. Yes, that the neighbor twist that Dr. Will or somebody is in the house and they are doing America's wishes.
They're going to be in the house. I don't think
Well, no, they're next door, but yeah, I don't mean literally.
Oh, fuck off. What?
The show is not canceled, but there was no special announcement. Now, maybe they didn't want to alarm everybody. Maybe they're going to do it tomorrow night. We'll find out that everybody has left. But here's the closing announcement for tomorrow night.
Who will be the next All-Stars to the jury house? Kevin or Dave Vaughn? Plus, a BB legend returns to the game to kick off a new twist.
Thanks, Deputy.
All this live on 8/7 Central on Big Brother.
And so, let me just ask this. Is it possible that we are taping a Thursday night eviction that will not be live? And say you did have like a real wild card, like Dr. Will, you don't know what he's going to say on live TV if he is involved with this. Do we want to tape it a night ahead?
I mean, they've done the tapings this season, which they've never done before, so it would not surprise me if they opted to tape it. This would be the first time, to my understanding, that they taped something in advance. Obviously, Final Five, they taped it.
Yeah, that sort of scenario.
Yeah, I do find this game really strange how it's structured. Because in many ways, it's kind of reminding me of like a Tony Hawk's Underground. Where like from what I gather, you don't actually have to do all the main missions. But like you have to do enough to where it fills up the bar, right? And once that bar's filled up, then you can take down the main guy. Is that what it is?
The microphones are yelling, and the ants. I mean, it says a legend returns to the game. So,
Did they say that?
it says, yeah. Let's go
Who
again.
will be the next All-Stars sent to the jury house? Kevin or Dave Vaughn? Plus, a BB legend returns to the game to kick off a new twist. All this live tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on Big Brother.
Jenny, you don't think that they could be a player, do you?
I mean,
I fucking hope not.
it's maybe not a player from this season returning, but it could be. It's the word return and player. Please let it be air time. So
Wait, where'd it go?
Player, and they return. So whether they played a long time ago, this season, I feel like we now have the clarity that they are a human, not Zingbot.
Yeah,
Not
right.
Zingbot, not tonight.
It can't be. Rule out Zingbot. It's not
Oh,
Zingbot.
for sure, it's definitely not Zingbot. But it could, like, I'm trying to think. I know people are like, oh my god, it's Janelle. It literally could be. Like, hell no.
Like, if they've had house guests go in the house before and not be able to say anything, if they, like, the house guests go into the house, they know outside info, but they're team players, they're company people, and they will not, I guess,
Derek.
it's happened. I know it's happened. I know it's happened. On top of somebody else.
It happened in your dream? Wait,
No, it happened. No, it happened. It's like,
You know,
it's
host competition?
yeah, like they host competition.
I guess where they host competition, they come in.
Like they had freaking Kayla Herman, her big mouth come in, and she kept her mouth shut about the back piece and stuff. Come on.
They had Rachel come back to the Pandora's box situation season that she was in. So it's not outside of the realm of possible to have a player.
But she can go home.
But it could be any player.
I think Rachel did but Rachel came from the jury house and she just came back into the house. She wasn't watching the show.
Yeah, which is why I think that if it is going to be someone that
Yeah, Derek
is
B19.
from, like being sequestered at least, that it's got to be, somewhat of a very controlled environment, aka the neighboring house.
Yeah, and remember, they're not even in the house. They're not even on the lot communication in the house, in the bubble. It's just, they might be outside the bubble. They might be in their own little community or something. It just be like televised in or something. So,
But the fact that
it could be Janelle. The fact I think it is.
the fact that they told us,
Wait, what did that say?
Julie told us last Thursday that this was going to play out on Thursday. There was a point where I was like, oh, it's Zingbot and Julie is just
Oh, that's a permission?
Thursday,
Oh.
and then realized that it would be airing on Wednesday. But I'm now back with the speed outage. I'm now back to thinking that
I'll regroup with the resistance.
theory number 5 is the most accurate, and it has something to do with this returning player
Who's an enemy?
We're gonna find
Oh,
out
fuck off. That's really annoying.
that
That's a thing in this game.
Sort of surprise. They've heard the wall yellers and the Twitter accounts that were bored. So maybe they want to give us some sort of surprise.
Rita, I want to get your reaction. What do you think of this theory?
This is the most reasonable, I think, other than I do really still feel like I'm being punished. But, yeah, I don't, I think it's weird to be Janelle. I'm just like thinking about all the TikToks she's been making recently with her daughter, and I'm just like, is it really Janelle? I hope it's Rachel. I don't know if she's pumped that kid out yet or not, but
She has
like,
not. Rachel's not even.
like baby bump Rachel coming in to like yell at everybody to like get their shit
Fuck.
together because I'm
Listen,
honestly.
it's Rachel, Brittany, or Janelle. It's one of those three people.
That could be Will,
Why
I think.
Brittany?
Could be Derek.
I mean, no, I mean, I love Brittany. I'm just like, but that's the first time of anyone has theorized Brittany.
Yeah, and they love her. And
But I think it makes more sense to me. Someone, it's either like, if it's not someone from this
I just realized, why am I even
I
fucking...
think it's gotta
I guess there's nowhere
make
that's
sense to
wrong.
someone from the area, right? Like, where Rachel makes sense. Yeah, maybe not Brittany. I don't know. Rachel has been outspoken about the fact that she would have played on the season if she was physically cleared to do. So I wouldn't be surprised to see her in some capacity if the offer was made to her. We all know Rachel would never say no, even if she's ready to bust. So that's what's running in her story. Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe.
The neighbor twisted. And we had a baby Brittany.
Yeah. So, Serena, so forget who it is. What will the neighbor do? How will this impact the game? I mean, it doesn't seem like they're just hosting a call.
What do neighbors do? They spy on you, they talk shit about you, sometimes you have nice ones, and they bake you apple pie. Maybe it's just like the bird.
Block sounds so interesting.
Yeah, where I grew up, there was nice ones across the street, and then the ones next door called the Costa. So it's really a big
Yeah, so, also today my God of War video came out, and boy did that bomb. At least initially. I mean, now it's still not doing great. I think it's nearing 100 views though.
I love that, like,
So, I mean,
neighbors.
It's not the worst in the world. Like,
One of my earliest neighbor
let's see, I'm looking this up right now. It's at 90 something, I believe.
Crab apples onto our yard. Like,
It was at 94. So, it's essentially doing about 3/4 of what my Spider-Man video did.
Alright, well, I'd love to explore everybody's neighbor stories a little bit more, but we should talk about tonight's episode as we will wait and see
Oh, wait.
what happens. There could be potentially no updates until after Thursday's episode, or potentially ever. We don't know.
I will say that based on that description from Don, I do feel like that Devon or Kevin, one of them is probably out, and then we're going to get the twist.
Oh,
I'm really hoping that the twist comes before that, but based on the way he said it feels like that they're going to be evicted, and then we're going to get the twist.
Now, is it possible that the eviction could have already happened?
It is possible.
Like the old Final Five thing of house cat, pick up, it's time for, we're doing the eviction now.
It's definitely possible. And,
Oh, fuck.
have we ruled out a twist involving, like, Ian as the first juror being included based on, exit press? Or, because, I mean, he hasn't done the same level. He's sequestered,
Cool.
so, like, if the twist could potentially involve Ian and, Davon, presumably, or Kevin tomorrow, so, I mean, I don't necessarily know whether the twist wouldn't involve those two, unless there's reason to believe that Ian's out of the running for any sort of...
the Big Brother legend returns to the house, or Big Brother player returns to the house.
unleash a new twist or something like that.
I don't think it's somebody for the past.
Well, I don't think Ian's coming back. I'm just wondering, could it involve him still?
I mean, I still think there's a buyback this season, but,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Alright, we'll see. Alright, so let's Kevin, but Memphis had a plan. He wanted to backdoor David. He's so mean about David.
He just doesn't like him. I think that Memphis thinks that he earned his keep on Big Brother 10. He made the final two. He worked his ass off to get to the final two and be brought back as an all-star. And this kid David, in his eyes, you know, was like there for an hour.
Yeah.
And in the game, at least. And they brought him in. And just like he was living for the fact that Sting sings him about that.
Yeah, how you love him.
Don't find other houses.
Oh, yeah, I know it's be about all of them, but let's save the zings for a second. All right, so I was actually really blown away tonight because Devon talked about
What am I
how
doing?
he was on the block, and I couldn't believe
So it's down here?
this 5 times. Here's Devon. Oh my, boy, they're really letting Devon get close to saying a bad word on the episode tonight. What's she saying? Like, I guess I'm on the block. Shiz. And it looks good like 5 times. And I realized,
Now I hear it. I didn't hear it before. I was like,
yeah,
no, I don't hear it.
on the block. Yeah. Devon watched The Wire? Like this,
Now I'm hearing that it's she is.
Yeah.
yeah. No, she is. She is on the block. Devon. Okay. All right. Boy, Serena, are Devon and Kevin friends goals? They're not.
I mean, maybe somebody cool. I personally, I don't know. I would like to be friends with Devon, but I don't know if I would want to friend. Not that I don't like Kevin. I'm really
Yeah,
bad.
that's quite the testimonial for you.
I think my friends are just more fun.
More fun.
Than the two of them. But we're
No.
Relationship. Serena. What about the actual friendship?
Yeah, it's strong, it is connected, it is emotional, and I don't like that in my friendships. I want them to be like here and then there, you know?
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's my own issue that I have to deal with.
Fuck.
Yeah. Jenny, I wish I had a friend like Kevin and Devon. It was just that relationship.
I would if I could find a way up.
You don't feel like you have that?
I don't know.
I think that Akiva would cry for you.
You don't think
No.
Christina would say,
Oh, here.
this made my dreams come true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, I love
There we
I
go.
love
So yeah, these are
when
main
people
missions,
like,
though.
Kevin's
Interesting.
like, you made my dreams come true.
I'm not going
and
nowhere,
Devon
Mark.
covers
Appreciate
her
it.
eyes and she's like, I hate you
Name's Grace.
I
so
hate you.
much.
Yeah.
Worried someone was out making life miserable for
Really
the
beautiful,
cult.
which is what everyone wants to hear.
So yeah, I do work tomorrow, but not until 5, so obviously I have a lot of time in the morning to record. The plan is to probably play some Far Cry 5, probably a decent amount. We'll see. Turns out I am going to be busy again next Monday and Tuesday morning,
Ain't nobody gonna touch my power.
so I won't be able to record that much
I'm a
Whether
good shot.
they, you know, necessarily
on those days, but I'll probably, that probably works out, actually, in terms of, that gives me a bit more time for,
pushed together by being on the bottom,
Check southeast.
by, you know, being left
Wait,
out
what?
of things, by being nominated, by constantly, you know, being lied to by people in the house,
well, sucks.
being worried about lying to them.
Who's shooting
I
me?
think that has really bonded them together. It might not be like the same sort of. I mean, I think if you're looking at like a fun friendship, you're probably looking more at like Day and Bailey. I think that was more of like a lighthearted, fun friendship. But I think that it's been important for both of them at this stage of the game to find someone that they can put their trust into, and they've found that. And I mean, there's been a lot of like
Fuck. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Fuck off.
Honestly, pretty disappointing as far as Davon's reads. Almost the entire
Where's the
season,
southeast?
We thought
Wait, was this?
All the people,
Oh.
all the people that we thought had good reads do not have good reads. I want my money back.
Yeah, and especially like in the
They've not been right about anything yet.
Yeah, cute things like
There was
Don't matter.
something.
Don't matter.
There was
it's
something.
like plain as the nose on my face, obvious. Like oh, maybe if I stay,
No matter what.
Tyler up on the wall.
That Liz and Julia were not the same person.
Yeah.
One, they did not look exactly the same.
Fuck.
She nailed that. But it has nothing to do with it. It's been fun. It's been fun.
It has been fun. It's just disappointing that she, like, David is one of the few people in the house that really would have used the veto on her. She did not, so let him. She has that one choice.
Okay, cool. That works too.
Yeah, the double house guest choice comes up.
Not often.
Danny and Nicole both get picked.
Yeah.
how many times has Tyler played in the show?
Every single time except for
Forever and ever.
That's pretty
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he missed 1 week.
Yeah.
And he was on the road. Let's go to the front door. Is that what you said?
So, David, why didn't they pick me? Just proves they don't trust me.
I mean, yeah, they don't trust.
Who's
I
left?
don't know if any other conversation has taken place where suddenly they believe him. David has basically had to accept that no one believes him. He is the scapegoat of the season.
But he makes it so easy, Jenny.
Oh, he absolutely does.
I
It's
don't
on
understand
him.
how he can be a human being and not recognize that when you're talking to someone like Devon,
there it is.
trying to get across, like, hey, I didn't do this. And she's like, then you
Ah,
need
fuck,
to
another one of
do
these?
other than just
Oh.
accept it.
That works too.
Yeah, I can't get mad. Like, show some passion.
Yeah.
Where are you, David?
Alright, so that's everybody.
I mean,
Thanks for
it's
that.
been said he's a bad liar.
I owe
He's
you.
a worse
Not a lot of people would have stuck their neck out like that.
Right? Really,
Means a
really
lot to me.
good at it. And
My
he
pops
needs
always
to
said,
tap
as
into
long as
this
we keep believing in each other, there's
passion.
still hope.
I mean, like,
Sure.
the only
Stick
person
together,
that speaks
look out
closer
for one
than
another.
Sigma is
Couple
David.
never break up. I ain't about to get all sappy and
Like,
shit.
it's really
But
tough
if
to
you ever
watch,
need help,
and
give me a
as
call.
much as I feel
got
bad
your
for him
back.
because, as we see through this episode, it is revealed he truly is on an island, and it would be a stupid move. Wasn't he in the running for that?
Yeah, right.
It might have worked out
Okay.
better for him. But he really is on his own here, and as much as I feel
Alright.
bad for him, I
So,
think that he could have done so much more to fight for. Like, if you know that
We have a lot of skill points here. What should I do?
Do more to try to expose who didn't.
Yes.
Instead of
I don't
just,
think I care
like,
about any of this. Health boost.
like in kind of turtling in and getting emotional, like in an inward
You know
way.
what, fuck it, let's do that.
I feel like he has done nothing to, and I don't
Just
know.
wanna
if
look at
he's
what
done
everything
it
else
for
is.
preservation at this point, and
Take
Davon
down
and Kevin
Astrid.
are sinking ship anyway.
Oh.
They don't trust him. What does it matter?
That'll be
They
good.
are on the outs anyway,
Um,
but he really did.
Locksmith would be pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like that is David? Does he like? Man, it sucks that they don't believe me. But what do I need to get everybody else in the house mad at me to try to like really like point the finger at this? What do I want to get myself in more hot water over?
Okay, so this is for
Especially
later.
Memphis is
Okay.
HOH. Like, what is it? What are you gonna gain from that at that point? Like,
Just wanna look at the mission.
Like they
people that are on the block
Uh,
at this point. So
everybody else is
Yeah,
in on
nothing
it.
new.
No, it's only Davon and Kevin.
So we'll probably go ahead and do this.
Oh, can we talk about the gaslighting that was happening in
When they started the fire.
No.
Alright. So we'll end when we get there.
Nicole and Danny were all in the bedroom together, and they're talking about the fact that, I told Davon, like, just don't use the veto on Kevin, and look what happened. Like, you're up on the block. She was getting put up on the block anyway.
Well,
The minute she won that veto,
who are you saying they were gaslighting? The Danny?
they each other. They're blowing smoke up each other's ass to make themselves feel less guilt about the fact that they're just flying their ass off to Davon.
Yeah.
They literally are blowing smoke up each other's ass, bro. Davon, the minute she won the veto,
Yeah.
they had an inkling of doubt about her. She was getting put on the block.
Okay.
Serious
So
story, and I know
we'll end here.
there's a lot
Next
of
episode, continue on. For now, thank you for watching.
Okay.